Let's do it. Let's propagate now.
I'm ready to roll.
Says he's doing some sort of a podcast. It's pretty suspicious if you ask me.
If you see something, say something.
On Maynard.com.au. Hey, you! The biggest barrier to people absorbing shows like No Agenda is that they've got to, instead of switching on the dial, getting the show straight away, they've actually got to make a bit of an effort to find it and do a bit of work in downloading a podcast or getting onto the stream. And I think that's your biggest barrier. How do you hope to overcome that?
I don't know if that's our biggest barrier. What's so great about our audience is, and again, they are producers, they are very current with how people are consuming media. I have a 20-year-old daughter. She doesn't have a television. She doesn't listen to radio. She watches and listens to everything on her computer. Thank God she also reads regular books, which it gives me hope. What's nice is people have created apps, very simple for the masses. You know, you go get an app and you just click on it and it just kind of works. So all of that is getting quite easy to consume. I would say the hardest part for people to become a part of the community and listening is when you first hear the show. It's like someone saying, you see that color there that you think is black? I'm sorry, that's white. That's very hard for people, and it takes some effort, and it takes a while to get over it. But once you wake up to the reality of the matrix-like world that we actually live in, the world of, you know, eat your veggies, go to school, do your homework, go to university, get a degree, get a job, pay your taxes, go home, watch television, make sure you shop, you are free. Once you see that that's not true, that you're actually a slave of the system, then you really get into the show, because we don't sit there and bitch and moan about it. We turn it into humor, because I think we've always been screwed throughout hundreds of years. It's just now we actually have the information at our fingertips to say, well, here you go. This is the truth, and this is what you're being told. And once that veil lifts, it's kind of like the guy behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. It's like, wow, really? That's pretty amazing. And you feel better about yourself, because you can then watch news or television or whatever messages are being propagated around you, and you can kind of laugh and say, I know what the truth is. As long as you know it, you may not be able to change it, and I don't think we're changing the world necessarily, but I think you said it correctly in your intro. We are changing people's reality, and your reality is yours, and it's your truth.
You're listening to Adam Curry, co-host of the No Agenda Show at noagendashow.com. Adam, with that heavy weight on your shoulders, you say you deal with humour. How do you feel on a daily basis when you know most people are accepting what they call consensus reality, and you're seeing another way that people just never see?
I feel very happy that for every person who we turn on to our reality, let me put it that way, it delights me that that is happening. I feel bad for people who don't see it or don't see it yet. I also see it as a challenge. Your listeners might be interested to know that, of course, we don't have any commercials on our program. We do it twice a week. It's 2.5 hours, kind of when we run out, then we're done. It's Thursday morning in the United States and Sunday morning. In order to do this work, we can't, my co-host John and I can't really do anything else, so we started a while back, and we said, well, this is value for value. If you like what we're doing, you're going to have to support us. And just like Hollywood, we'll give you a credit if you fund our program. So if you watch any television program, you'll see credits. You'll see executive producer and co-executive producer and created by and co-creators and all. Sometimes it's the first 5 minutes is just titles. These are the people who have either done something for that program, but typically have financed it. Credit is an important thing to people. It means a lot to them. And it means a lot to us. We've taken it a step further. Since in the United States we can do this, we also offer knighthoods. So if you've supported the show...
Right, because it's almost impossible to become a knight, a sir of anything in the US, because you're not English subjects. So why not create your own?
Yes, and who says we can't, right? I mean, you can start a church. You can become a minister of your own church. That's perfectly legal. So we have knighthoods, and we measure that by support of the show in excess of $1,000. And you join the No Agenda roundtable of the knights. And we also have dames. In a way, it's a status symbol, but there are certain responsibilities. And the knights do look out for each other, and they do have, and they're all around the world.
We hereby knight thee, Sir Michael Garcia, Knight of the No Agenda Roundtable. Please join us here with other knights and dames. Protect your country, be free, and enjoy our hookers and blow.
Is that music different?
Yeah. Yeah, someone sent it in.
It's a little more dramatic.
I kind of like it. It was kind of nice.
So every morning when I wake up, I am thankful, and I think my rent was paid by the people who value the work that I'm doing. It's a very old-fashioned media model, yet very futuristic, and it's working, and that can only be because the audience is not the product. The actual product we are bringing them is the product, and they like it.
Maynard.com.au. Hey, you!